Right. So what we learned yesterday, very important chapter we learned yesterday. That is you learned about performance tuning method 1. Performance tuning method 1. That performance tuning method 1 only we are saying as, what is that? Aggregate tables. Performance tuning method 1, that is aggregate tables. We have so many performance tunings in OBIEE. Method 2 is cache management. Method 3 is partitions. Method 4 is calling the hint, calling the hints. Number 5 is doing the database level tuning like index creating and that kind of stuff, that table space increasing, that kind of stuff. Okay, like that a number of things we have it. So in that one we went for one of the method that is known as aggregate tables. Next we learned as part of that one important word that is known as what is content logical level. What is content logical level we learned. What is content logical level? Minimum level of detail or granularity is called as what? Content logical level is called as content logical level. Next, second point we learned it. What is the use of aggregate tables? What is the use of aggregate tables? What is the use of aggregate tables? To improve performance of a query by reducing. How it is improving query performance? By reducing runtime, number of records reading and calculations. By reducing what? The runtime, number of records reading and calculations. How much of time it is decreased in the reading, how much time it is decreased in the calculation. These two things in turn we are saying as performance improvement. Right. Now what is aggregate table? What is aggregate table? Already calculated table, or we also call this as what? Free calculated or computed table is called as aggregate table. Already calculated table, this is also called as pre-computed or calculated table, is called as aggregate table. Now next point, who will create aggregate tables? Who will create aggregate tables? Reporting team or ETL team? Yeah, ETL team will create aggregate tables by using PLP mappings. PLP stands for post load process. PLP stands for post load process. Right. So how many types of ETL mappings available? How many types of ETL mappings available? How many types available? Three types. One is source dependent extracting. Second is source independent loading. Third is PLP. This is to move the data from where? From n number of sources, from n number of sources to what? Staging area. Staging area. Second, SIL we have it. Sorry. Staging area. Next one we have here SIL from where to where? From staging area. From staging area to what is that? Data warehouse. Data warehouse. Next PLP means what? From data warehouse to data warehouse. From data warehouse to data warehouse. From data warehouse to data warehouse. Okay, next. In case of aggregate tables, mostly what type of loading they'll follow is totally truncate the table, totally create the table. You got my point? There is most of the cases they'll try to do full load. They'll try to what? Full load. That means what? Whatever we have the target table, they'll truncate it totally and they'll try to load entirely rebuild it. Because some kind of adjustments may be there. Because of the adjustments in previous month bucket also there may be numbers might be changing. Though as it is aggregate table, we need to consider those all things also. So they'll try to go for what? Full load. If there is no dependencies, maybe 10 to 20% in aggregate tables also you may implement incremental loading. Okay. Forget about that. That is most about the ETL. We need not bother about it. Anyhow, we need to know how to use aggregate tables. We need to know how to use aggregate tables. We need to know. Right. Now, can I add aggregate table inside LTS? Can I add aggregate table inside logical table source? When we can add into the LTS, if I have the join. For example, yesterday we have one table called as D1 underscore orders 2. Second is available D1 underscore orders underscore AGG1. These two are fact tables. Do I have any join between these two things? Using these two things, can I create the only one LTS? No. So that is the reason, as we don't have the direct join, we added what? One more LTS we created. We created what? One more LTS. So answer is what? Can I add aggregate table inside LTS means? No. So aggregate tables always you need to add as what? Aggregate tables always need to configure as second LTS. Aggregate table always you have to aggregate table always you need to create as second LTS. Of course, second means it's not the static. Already two LTS are available means it is third LTS. Instead of second, if I say configure as next LTS. Next LTS means what? The number is not important here. Maybe already two LTS are available already. Then next whatever it is coming is what? Third LTS. For example, yesterday we have the day level money, we have it one table. Month level money, we have in one table. Still I want to improve the performance. Quarter level aggregate table I created. Then that also if I add it, what will happen? third level it will come into the picture. Third LTS will come into the picture. Okay, that's what I want to tell you here. Next. Here, apart from this one, I think, do you learn anything yesterday? Did you get a chance to learn anything extra apart from this? No, right? I said, tell me two words only, important words about this aggregate table. Means we need to get the clarity on what? Number one, what is content logical level? Number two, how it is improving the performance. How it is improving the performance, that is the one. Second is what? How it is taking the decision when to go for aggregate table, when to go for detailed table. When to go for aggregate table, when to go for detailed table is taking the decision based on the content logical level. And because of the decision, if it is going to the aggregate table means reading is less, calculation is less, hence we are getting the performance. Simple reason. If that one you are able to explain slowly with open mind, then everyone will be able to understand it, right? Okay. Now come to the point here, second performance tuning. One performance tuning is completed. Now today we need to learn about the second performance tuning. Second performance tuning method 2. The method 2 is whatever we have is partition tables. What is this? Partitioned tables. Okay, how to do the partition here? Let us go and try to see this slide once. Using partitions. And next one is what? Fragments. What do you mean by fragments? What do you mean by partition? We have to understand it. If you see this diagram once, what is your understanding by seeing this diagram? We have one big table, large table is available. That one we are dividing into how many tables? N number of tables we are dividing it. The process of dividing one large table into n number of smaller tables is called as partition. Because of the partition, whatever we got the small table, that is called as fragment. Okay, doing the process of dividing large table into smaller tables is called as partition. Because of that partition, whatever we got the small table is called as fragment. And we will do it where we are going to do it. A database administrator, that is DBA, may decide to divide a large table into several smaller tables or partitions to improve the performance. So end of the day, this concept also for the purpose of what? Improving the performance only. It is very simple logic. If I given one table with 1000 records, if I given another table with 100 records, if I want one record from each table, which one is going to take more time? 1000 records table only going to take more time, because one record I have to search against 1000 records. In the small table, what? One record I have to search against 100 records. So performance will be more. Right. So if table is small, performance will be more. If table is big, performance will slowly decreases. Now BA server must decide which tables to access and combine the results as necessary. Why I need to combine here? Yesterday there is no situation of combining. I said clearly, I have two tires in the vehicle. Always either we have to go for what? Two tires has to go one road only, right? Yes or no? That example I given it. But today I am saying as what? You have to combine also. I am saying it. Why? The reason is, for example, here I have the central data. Here I have the east data. Here I have the west data. Here I have the south data. Suppose I want customers from central as well as east. Then what I have to do? I have to combine two tables or not? I have to combine two tables. Today we have to do maybe combining. Are you getting my point? Okay. Anyhow, now first point is very clear. This partition we are doing at the level of database level we are doing, and this partition also physical partitioning. There is a concept of database level logical partitioning only available. meaning one table is available, the table name will not be changing, okay, and everything is same, but internally we are going to create what? Okay, 1 to 250 record store here, 251 to 300 record store here. Like that we can create the range based partitioning, hash based partitioning, value based partitioning. Like that logical partitioning concepts are available in the database level. I am not talking about those things. If you, any logical partitionings happen in the database level, ETL people or reporting people need not worry about that one. Automatically our systems will be tuned according to that one. Only if they do the physical partitioning. Physical partitioning means what? Whatever they have the table 1, they are dividing the table 1 with the table 2 and table 3. Thereafter they are dropping the table 1. They are dropping the table 1. That means table 1 is no more. In the table 1, whatever we have the records, some of the records we are keeping in the table 2 based on some logic, and some of the records we are keeping in the table 3 based on some logic. Once we kept it, we are dropping the table 1. That is called as physical partitioning. Okay, I am talking today about physical partitioning only, not about the logical partitioning. Okay, now we are going for here. Next point, we understand what you mean by partition and what you mean by fragment. We got the clarity. What you mean by partition, what you mean by fragment, we got the clarity. Now we have actually one best example about this one is we have two types of databases available with you. Requirements may demand the latest data be obtained from the transactional system. What do you mean by transactional system? OLTP, right? Transactional system means what? Your OLTP database, and combined with data in the where? In the warehouse. In the warehouse. Warehouse means what? It is a OLAP system. So you know already in OLAP system we have the historical data. In OLTP system we have the current data. For example, my load window is monthly. That means what? Monthly once I'll go to the OLTP, I'll scan the new records, I'll try to load into the data warehouse. Monthly once I'll do it. Suppose today I am sitting in the June 13th, but still my customer is expecting in the report, hey, I want up to June 13 I want the data. Up to June 13 I want the data. Then problem is here, in my data warehouse I have the data up to May 31st only. Up to May 31st only I have the data. Why? Because what I said, my load window is monthly. Every month, end of the day, working day is completed, we are going to run it. So I have the data up to May 31st only, we have the data in the data warehouse. Now remaining 13 days data, from where I have to get it? I have to get from the OLTP or not? So there is a need for you have to get the historical data from where? Data warehouse, and you have to get the recent data, current data you have to get from where? OLTP. That's what we are saying is, suppose in some of the reports I am asking only old data. Give me January data, give me 2016 data, give me 2015 data, old data. Old data means I can happily use what? Only data warehouse. If I am asking, let us say, give me yesterday data, give me day before yesterday data, only latest data, that means where I can go? Only OLTP. If I am asking I want the both, till date I want it, then I have to go for what? Both. So in this partition, either we'll go for the partition 1, your data warehouse is on partition I am treating. Data warehouse is a separate database, physically separated, and OLTP is what? Separate database. This also physically separated. Are you getting my point? That's what I said one point very clearly. Today I am talking about the partition, but this partition is what? Physical partition. And we can use the either data warehouse or OLTP or what? Both, based on the report requirement. What data I am looking in the report. Next, we are clear about that one. Next one, aggregate tables. Yesterday whatever we did, the aggregate tables also physically separated. Yes or no? D1 underscore order to table. D1 underscore order underscore AGG1 table. Is it physically separate or not? That table is different, this table is different. Right. However, as you don't have the join between those things, we cannot use both. That's what we went for. What? Either we went for detailed table or we went for aggregate table, but there is no both I given here. There is no both I given here. So aggregate tables also one of the examples of partition. I can say like that. Aggregate tables also one of the example of partitioning. But what type of partitioning we are going to understand about it. If you see this slide, we have the partitions, 4 types of partitions we have it. How many types of partitions? 4 types of partitions we have it. Number 1 is called as fact based. Number 2 is called as value based. Number 3 is called as level based. Next is complex. What do you mean by fact based is, see this slide, we are trying to store the data based on the fact. Data is partitioned by fact when different fact data is stored in different tables. Different fact data is stored in different tables. What is the meaning? We are storing actual data here and we are storing targets data or quota data here. Suppose one record I given to you. Hey, Ram purchased a product for 1000 rupees. That is called as what? Actual data. But my manager is thinking like, Ram, next time I have to sell the product to Ram for 1200 rupees, I have to sell it. That's what he's thinking. That's what his target. So Ram 1200 is what now? Target. If I given the Ram 1200, then we have to provide here. Ram 1000 means you have to provide. Let us say I am a sales representative maybe. Ram has to earn this month how much? 1200. That's what is target. But how much I am able to earn it? Only 1000 rupees I am able to earn it. So if I given Ram 1000 record, that will be entered here. If I given the Ram 1200, that will be entered here. So I am observing the nature of the record. The record is talking about the target I am keeping in one table. The nature of the record is talking about the actual I am keeping in another table. So example is actual sales versus quota targets. Next one. So partitioning by value. Partitioning by value. If you see carefully, data is partitioned by value. When the data is split into separate tables according to the values of the data. Example, invoice data is stored separately for each region. For example, see here what it is central. If I given a record who is staying in the central region, then I am going to enter where? In this table. If I given a record with the west region, I am going to enter where? Here. So all you are verifying what? What is the value inside the region column? If the value is central, in one table you are storing. If the value is west, we are storing in another table. So based on the value, you are deciding in which table you have to store it, right? So that's the reason this is called as partitioning by value. Next one. Partitioning by level. I think I need not explain about it. Data is partitioned by level when the same facts are stored in separate tables at different levels of aggregation. A, C, T, L, E, X, T, and D, yesterday column. Unit ordered, yesterday column. Unit shipped, yesterday column. These are what? Facts. But these facts are stored in the D1 underscore orders to table at what level? Day level plus customer level plus product specific level. Same facts stored in the D1 underscore order underscore AG1 table at what level? Month level plus sales representative level plus product type level. So that example we can take here.
Now detailed sales data is summarized and stored by year and region. If you see at this example, here what is this money? Year level and region level. But what is this money? Sales representative level and day level. So comparatively this one, this is low level, this is high level. Comparatively these two things, this is low level, this is high level. So it is called as what? Detailed data. It's called as what? Aggregate data. It's called as aggregate data. Okay, excellent. Now we got the clarity what you mean by partitioning by level. Next one, complex partitioning. Complex partitioning. What is the meaning of complex partitioning? Above three methods we have, right? Number one is partitioning by fact. Number two is partitioning by value. Number three is partitioning by level. Any of two or more than two methods using, if you create a partition, then it is called as complex. If you see this example, they are using data is partitioned using more than one technique. Example, invoice sales, the sales data is partitioned by value if it is central, and also what? Level and month level. Means what? This data is stored at what level? Month level. So it is following one partitioning, level based partitioning, and stored at what it is? Value. So it is also following what? Value based partitioning. So in this table I have two techniques. One is level based partitioning, second is value based partitioning. Two techniques are available. Got it? Okay, we are good with that. Then let us move on to the next. We have here value based customer. This is what something you are seeing here, right? If you go and try to open our administration tool, I am providing the password. Then I have here customer table, view the data. I have a customer name. What is the first letter of this one? M. What is the first letter of this one? P, S, C, C, J, A, M. So alphabet A to alphabet Z, everything is available in this table only or not? Alphabet A to alphabet Z, everything is available in this table only or not? Yes. But because of that more data, we are feeling like performance is impacting. Let us assume. So what my business is suggesting is, what my database administrator is suggesting is, A to M. If the customer name is starting with alphabet A to M, then I would like to store where? In one table. If a customer name is starting with alphabet N to Z, I want to store into where? In another table. That's what the partitioning I am doing it. All is verifying is the alphabet is less than N or more than N. If it is less than N, in first table. If more than or equal to N, then second table. My first character is what? R. So I will go into where? Second table. Ashok is available. Ashok is available. So what is the first character? A. It will go into where? First table. So all we are verifying is what? First character we are verifying it. First alphabet we are verifying it. If the first alphabet is less than N, we are keeping in the first table. If the alphabet is more than or equal to N, then we are keeping in second table. That's what all you are verifying it. Got it? Okay. So same thing I would like to implement here. And as I said, it is a performance technique too, right? Any performance technique will be happens, or you come to know there is a problem after development finish. After development completed only, you come to know performance problem, right? So that means by this time your customer to table whatever available that is using by so many reports, you have to do configuration in a way the existing reports should not impact. We should not put my finger again in the existing reports development. Automatically it has to run happily. Like that, your design should be there. Your design should be there. Okay, I got the requirement very clearly. Let us go and try to prepare first some test cases. I am trying to prepare here some test cases. I am preparing here some test cases. New, analysis, supplier sales representative. I am taking here one column name, customer name. Then I am taking here one column called as dollars. And I am also putting the filter on the name column, filter. Customer name is less than, for example, C I am giving. Okay. Then I am saving here. Okay, let us say test case 01, and we are learning about partitions and fragmentation, and this report contains now customers data from A to, what is that? B. A to B names whatever is starting, those customers data available here. So we are seeing here customer name A, it is available, customer name starting with B, it is available. Do I have the C onwards? No, it's not there. Let me save it, it is saved. Next one, I have to go here. Let us go to the test case 1 is completed, right? Better if you go and try to take this result also. Let me take this result also. I am trying to take here this result. Okay, I am keeping here somewhere. Suppose I am keeping here this result here. Okay, this is what the result, whatever we have it. So this is what customers A to B data. What is the SQL query for this? What is the SQL query? It is writing backend here for this. I want to see that one. The SQL query corresponding to this one is, if we go to here, what is this? Administration, then manage sessions, then opposite to our report name, we have here view log. In this view log, we can notice here we have the customer's name as well as this query is available. We are trying to take that one. Okay, this piece whatever available, I am interested. Whatever highlighted, that part is very important for me. So it is accessing from which table? It is accessing D1 underscore customer to table. It is happening. Okay, let us move on to the second test case. I want to create it. The second test case is simply I'll go and I'll try to modify this filter condition, edit. I will try to say as is greater than X. Is greater than X means what? Y customers and Z customers. Now click on OK. Now we are trying to save as here TC02. Then customers data from where to where? Y to Z. Then click on here results. Then we have only one member, maybe that's what we got, only one member. Then I would like to get the output of this one. Here. What is the output here? Customers from Y to Z. Only one thing is available, and we are going for SQL query backend. It is executing from where I want to understand. It is executing from where? Again, same table or not? Again we can observe here same table it's executing from. That's what I am interested. So it's executing from same table. So that's what the SQL query. So now we understand this report corresponding SQL query. Okay, right. Now I would like to go for thought test case. The thought test case is, let us say I am going back, then whatever we have here filter, go to the criteria, simply I am removing it. Then I am trying to save as, then TC03, customers from where to where? A to Z, okay. Then I am trying to click on here results. We got the data starts with the even numbers starting also something's there. Those also we are getting. And also in the last we are seeing here, what is that? Z we are seeing it. Last we are seeing what? Z we are seeing it. It's not appearing. Still Z is there in the bottom. It's not appearing. I need to go for full screen maybe. Then it may appear. Still it is not appearing. Why? Maybe I can see that data by exporting in the Excel. So if you see here last record, what is the last record? Gen record is available. So starting from A to ending with what? Z, everything is available in my report. Everything is available in my report. This is the third test case, whatever we have it. This is the third test case, whatever we have it. So this is the customers, starts from where? Customers A to Z. Everyone is available here. And this corresponding SQL query, if you observe it, this SQL query is coming from where? This SQL query is coming from where? If you go and try to see administration, manage sessions. Now opposite to this one, click on the view log. Now we can observe this also coming from where? Customer. Only thing is there is no filter applied over there. Only thing is there is no filter applied over there. So we have now 3 test cases are available. That means I have already 3 reports are available in the live, people are using it. Suddenly my DBA guy came and said like, man, because of this customer table I am facing some performance issues. I'll drop it. But whatever data available in the customer 2 table, that data I'll keep in 2 other tables. In one table I'll store the data up to M. Customer name first letter is starting with A to M, I'll store in one table. Customer name alphabet starting with N to Z, I'll try to store in another table. You also configure from your RPD side or whatever it is, make sure your reports are running. That's what he's saying. Then he started his work. Now I am a database administrator. Now I am starting my work. So if you go and try to see supply to schema, select star from D1 underscore customer 2. Then you can see here, we have here, this is what the records we have it. I am interested only on the name column, right? So let us observe the name column. This is what the name is available. I am interested only on the first character, right? So substring of what I would write? Name 1 comma 1. Then we are going to get here substring of name 1 comma 1. And this one, whatever available, I am trying to apply as a filter where this character, first character should be what? Less than n. Now we are going to get here customer starting with what? A to M only we are seeing it. Are you seeing anything after M? No. But I want all the data I want here, so I am putting here star. That means what? Customer names were starting from A to M. I want all the customers data I wanted. So using this data, I want to create a table. So I am writing here create table. The table name is, what is your batch? B160 underscore. We are working for what? Customers. And inside this one, what we have? A to B data, right? As select star from this one. Huh? Sorry, A to M. You are correct. Just I am observing you are sleeping or not. Okay, A to M. Select star from this one. Let us go and try to run this one. Then we are able to see what one table is created. Is this table properly created or not? I would like to verify. I can verify by typing select, then min of, okay, substr of name comma 1 comma 1, next max of substr of name comma 1 comma 1 from the table called as B160 underscore customer A to M. Now what is the minimum letter we are expecting? A, but there are two names are available, remember, which are starting with the numbers. That is the reason that number will come, and maximum is what? M. Maximum is what? M. Okay, now is it possible a customer name starting with the number? Possible maybe. So here company, one company may be a customer for other company. Customer doesn't mean always human being only. Okay, one company may be customer for other company. So okay, now write exclusively in my company. They are promoting. Yeah, this one-to-one help. This is the one thing. What is the name? Name is starting with one. What it is, all about. Don't visit this one. Just like that I opened it. Don't visit this one. Okay, all about it is. It is some kind of motivation. Okay, all motivation kind of things will be available here. So what is this? Counseling. You are going here means you are not under the control. Okay, don't go here. And one more important thing is, generally all motivation class, how it will be there, I attended only one motivation class. Okay, that too, I only organized that one because of the pressure. So I organized means I should be there, right? That is the reason I went over there. In that overall story is whenever I am entering into that one, I was very happy. Whenever I am coming out, oh, I am losing this much of my personal life. Then I should not work for the company. That kind of summary point I got it. So that guy will tell, hey, personal life this much of time you have to spend, professional life this much of time you have to spend. Like that, they will have so many divisions, so many formulas, but that formulas implementation is literally it is not possible. Okay, we have to give the values. That's I agree. Personal life you have to give the values. I agree. Professional life you have to give the values. I agree. But that statistics whatever we have, right, that is practically not possible. Okay. See, as for the situation demand, there is 100% you need to concentrate on professional life, 100 hours. There is situation demands, 100 hours you have to concentrate on the personal life also. You are getting my point, right? Okay, statically 9 to 6 something, that kind of things are not works out actually. The only thing what you have to make sure is around you whoever is available, they are with the same what you are thinking. You have to explain them better what you are doing, what you want to be, and we have to make them to understand your life goals. Then you will be happy, your partner or whoever is available, they will be happy. You're getting my point, right? Don't read those all books. This is the point what you have to remember. You have to listen them carefully and you have to explain them what you are doing carefully and make them they will be with you. That's it. That's what the bottom line what you have to do. That's what I am following. I believe that point. Okay. I'm happy with the two kids and my personal life also very happy. Even I am spending morning 5:50 sharp I am here. Even though 6 o'clock class is not there, I'll come here and I'll try to do my work. That's how I tuned my sleeping hours and all. 5:50 sharp I will be here. And I will go, if it is Monday to Friday, I'll go to sometimes my home night 9 or 10. If there is a working from home is available that day, yes, after the class I'll go over there and I'll try to do it. Even sometimes if I go over there, my kids will not allow to do that. So I will stay here only and I'll try to do it. Or I have one more office here nearby, I'll go over there and I'll sit over there. So what I'm trying to say is how many hours you are staying in the home, how many hours you are staying in the an office is not matter. How you are making around you understanding about you. At the same time, you also need to understand them. That's what more important. You have to speak, and whatever it is, you have to explain cool, and they have to think what you are thinking in that line. That's it. Okay, come to the point here. Don't visit this. Why you came here is because of this number. There is chances are there. A customer name may be starting with number. That's what we got it. Now come to the point here. Other two tables. Other two tables. Other two tables I want here. That is what? N to Z. Then I am going for here greater than or equal to N, and this is also I am giving here N to what? Z. Let me execute these two things at a time as a script. As a script you can execute it. There is option is available, run as a script. Now what happened here? Table is created, yes or no? What is the starting character? What is the ending character? Z. Two tables successfully we created. Now that's what our step one of our notes. Creating partition tables. We created two tables. One table is holding the data up to M, including M. Next table is storing the data from N to Z, including N and Z. Now these two tables has to do same job what customer 2 is doing here. Then we need to understand first what customer 2 is doing the job here. If we go and try to see customer 2, let us go to the physical diagram, objects and direct joins. Sorry, we have to go for this corresponding alias, right? This customer 2 has no joins. On top of it, what we created? Alias. This alias corresponding joins I want to observe here. So it is maintaining the relation with whom? Only orders alias. So whatever your tables are about to come, those two tables also maintain the relation with what? Fact orders. So we are going to replace or we are going to remove this one with those two tables. Now I would like to import those two tables. How to import it? Yeah, from here you are aware of it. Let me give the control, you can do it. Yeah, hi Rinku Sharma, I am giving the control. I gave it. Yeah, right click and try to import those two tables. Right click on the connection pool. Import metadata. Next. Next. It's connecting. Yeah, now We are going for supplier 2. Then we created here two tables. These are the two tables. We are importing it. Then we need to finish. Right, click on finish. Now, okay, we have to create here aliases. We have to create it on this one because we used to use it as a best practice. So I'm creating one alias on this one as a name of customers. What is that? A to B data, something like that I given. Customers A to B data. Then sorry, A to M data. Right. Now let us move on to the next one. A to M data. Next I am trying to create here one more thing, alias, then customers N to Z data. So two aliases we created here, we have it. Now these two aliases we need to join with, what is this? Fact orders, because my customer to table is maintaining relation with this fact table only. Now I would like to create the join fact table to dimension table. Common column is available here, that is new key is equal to cust key, new key is equal to cust key. Right. Now let us go and try to close this. Now we have to drag and drop, corresponding things. You have to drag and drop here. Before dragging and dropping, tell me what is its goal. Is going to drop the table, right? For example, we have here customers table dropping. Instead of physically dropping, what I am doing, it is equal to the dropping or not? It is equal to the dropping. So we are saying as it is disabled. We are saying as it is disabled. So now I am trying to click on here, okay. So it is disabled. If it is disabled, as these things still not came to the BMM layer, right? My existing report still will run or will throw error? Will throw error. If you want, I can show that errors really it is throwing or not. Let me close all cursors, whatever we have it, or caches, whatever we have it. And also I will do a reload server metadata. I will try to do it. I did the second changes, right? Yeah, I did the second changes. Then I want to do a reload server metadata. Now if I go for any one report, then if I try to open any one report, it is going to throw error by saying there is no, what is not there? Data type is not supported, and general error has occurred, ODBC driver return code, and customer name, what is not there? What is issuing here? Customer's name is not issuing here. Customer name is not available. SQL issued, this is what issued, and we got the problem. Why it is giving this problem is that column is not available basically. What is that? That column is not available. That's why it is giving this error. But after 2 minutes of time, this will run automatically. This will run automatically. What you have to do from your side. So we completed now step 1. We completed now step 2, importing the metadata. Step 3 also we completed, creating the joins. Step 4 is very important one. Map physical columns to logical columns. We are aware of it, how to map it. Yesterday we did it. If you go and try to see, I have two tables. These columns I have to map to this. So whatever we have here, district column, the district column we have to map to the whatever we have what? District. And whatever we have the district column, also we have to map with what? Same district. Two physical columns we are trying to map with what? One logical column. Because in first table I have the A to M customers data only. In second table we have N to Z customers data. Let us go and try to drag and drop like that. So I am trying to drag and drop district as well as I am trying to drag and drop district here. Immediately got here two logical table sources or not? Yes. Similarly, what is the next column? Name. So name from here to here I am trying to drag and drop. Name from here to here I am trying to drag and drop. What is the next column? New key. New key is available here. I am trying to drag and drop. I am trying to drag and drop. What is the next one is available? Region. Region. Then from here also region I am trying to drag and drop. Next is what? Sales rep. So sales rep, and from here also we are trying to take here sales rep. Next is what? Space position is not there. It is a calculated column. It is a calculated column, right? Right. That is the reason it is not there. F name also what? Calculated column. This fx is available. It is what? Calculated columns. What is this? Phone. Phone is available. I am trying to drag and drop. Here also phone is available. I am trying to drag and drop. If you see back of this one, A to M data, what are the columns we got it? These are the columns we got it. And if you go and try to see the N to Z data, same columns are available. Now we mapped the columns, that's okay. Now my problem is if I take the district column into report, if I run it, how the query is going to be created? Select a district from customer A to M data or customer N to Z data, or both. How system will know it? How system will know it when to go for what? You created the tables, you have the common sense. That is the reason you know in first table I have the A to M data, in second table I have the N to Z data. How system will know that point? We have to configure somewhere, right? What configuration you have to do is, let me go to the LTS. Inside the LTS content tab, first tell me what is the logical level. Content logical level is what for this table? Up to what level of data we have? Customer level data we have it. We have ATM customers are available or not? Customer level data we have it. Even this table also what level of data we have it? Customer level data. Here, see here. These are not aggregate tables. These are not aggregate tables. That is the reason both are at the same level. Both are at the same level. Okay. Now next we have to think about what is this? This is a fragment, yes or no? In this fragment, what is the content we have? Whatever we got, this is what? Fragment. And in this fragment, what is the content we have? We have to provide here. Click on the edit. Then we have to provide here the condition. For this, we are saying as category, then logical tables. In this logical tables, we are selecting what? Customers. Next what? Name. When you have to go here, if it is less than n, go over there. That's what we are saying it. We are telling to the here, go to this table only if the customer name is what? Less than n. Less than n. Yeah, normal n also it will work. If you want to keep the substring, you can go and you can keep the substring also, you can keep it by using here. Functions are available. In that one string functions, there is a sup string is available. There is a substring, you can use it. Okay, substring of this one you have to calculate first letter and you can equate it, or if you given n also it will work, don't worry. Okay, now suppose I am asking the Ashok data, I am asking the Ram Reddy data. Ashok data is available where? First table. Ram Reddy data is available where? Second table. So I need to combine these two things or not? If you want to combine, then we have to enable this one. The source should be combined with other source. The source should be combined with other source at this level. We have to combine with other table at what level? Customer level. If we have any other thing, we have to combine it. That's what we are telling. Okay, right. Next, suppose as part of the combining, due to some ETL issue, RAM-ready record is available in first table as well as second table. Let us say RAM-ready record is available in the first table as well as second table. Then there is a possibility to get the duplications, right? To overcome that one, what we can do? We can enable distinct data. So these are the 4 items what you have to do here. Number 1, what you are defining it? Content logical level. Number 2, what you are defining it? Number 3, we are enabling this option to get the union functionality. What is this? Union, but not, there is no union here. It is going to happen what? Union all, and it is going to happen, what is this? To get the distinct functionality. Okay, right. These are the 4 items we have to do for other table also. Let us go for other table. In other table already we have one thing. Second is what? Condition. We are providing here name greater than M. Okay. Greater than M or greater than M, that's okay. Greater than M, that's okay. So greater than M means what? N to Z. So we are trying to enable these 2 options. Okay. Now, if I go and try to do any changes in the presentation layer, did I create any new columns here? No. If I do the check-in changes, you'll get some warnings, but there are no errors. What warning I would like to show you is actually this warning. These 2 warnings came because of our work now, right? How to remove that one? You are already aware of the solution. Yesterday we deleted the keys. Did you remember? We deleted the keys. That keys we have to map here. Delete here. Click on close. Let us go and try to see, as part of the new key, whenever we dropped here, automatically back end we got here, what is this? That key is created. That we are trying to delete it. Another key also similarly we are trying to delete it. Now click on OK, save it, OK. Now we don't have those things, right? Right. Now we completed now. What is this? Total work. We have to do our testing. Let us go and try to do the test. I am going to the front end. Then we have to do the reload server metadata. We have to do it. Before that, I am closing all the cursors, whatever we have it. Close all cursors. Then new analysis. Then reload server metadata. Then I am trying to take here reports catalog. First report, what is this? A to B data. It has to come from which table? First table, right? So let us go and try to see, is it coming or not? Administration, manage sessions, opposite our report, click on the view log. Now you can see beautiful. It is coming from where? A to M data. Now let us go and try to see the second test case. Go to the catalog, then go for here open. Then you can see here administration, manage sessions. Now we can see here opposite to this one view log. Now we can observe here, is it coming properly or not? Yes, it is coming from where? Second table. Now let me go for here Third one I am doing catalog. Open this. Then we are seeing here starts with A2. Now we are going for here. What is this? Up to Z we have the data or not? Up to Z we have the data. Okay, now if you want you can see here administration, then manage sessions. Now opposite to our report we are going for here view log. Then you can notice here what is happening. Urinal is happening and we are getting the data from where to where, A to M data as well as what, N to Z data we are trying to get it. A to M data as well as N to Z data we are trying to get it. So what I want to say is, though I removed the customer table, disabled is equal to what? Removed. Though I removed the original table, my existing reports without modifying any small thing, it is working happily or not. Even I didn't change the presentation layer also. Even yesterday chapter aggregate tables, did I change the presentation layer? No. So aggregate table chapter also we didn't change the presentation layer. Partitions and fragmentations also we didn't change the presentation layer. Got it? Okay, remaining things we'll try to see in tomorrow's class and we'll move from there. So today we learned value based partitioning, we learned value based partitioning, we learned. Thank you.